Welcome to
Berkeley and Murray's doing nature stuff.
Welcome to Berkeley and Murray's doing nature stuff. I got me trusty binoculars. I got me trusty bird bra. You ready to go, Berkeley?
Yeah.
Well, let's go! Every environment is the result of a delicate balance of living elements
Living elements are organisms.
and non-living elements.
Living elements are objects, landforms, weather, and climate.
An ecosystem is a community of living and non-living things in their natural environment. In order for a population or community to survive, the living and non-living elements must provide basic needs: food, water, air, and protection. Any adjustment to any of these factors can result in a dramatic change in an environment's appearance or composition. Many influences on an environment can come from nature itself. Plants and animals must respond to changes in the ecosystem or they can perish. Blech. Welcome back to
Berkeley and Murray's doing nature stuff.
Today on Berkeley and Murray's doing animal stuff, we are in search of the common American mallard. And we have come to these completely secluded woods, where we are hoping to find one in its natural environment. Here, Berkeley and I have found a quiet stream, totally secluded from anybody or anything. And here, we hope to find this mallard in its natural habitat. Let's take a look and see what we can find.
We're still the same with a little fame, a little change in the household name, but ain't too much change. We in the game.
Depending on the ecosystem in which they live, plants and animals will respond to environmental changes very differently. For example, winter and summer months look very different in the far north tundra of North America. In July, it is common to see lots of greenery and animals roaming and grazing for food. However, in January, the ecosystem is frozen and quiet as many animals migrate to warmer locations. In forest ecosystems, summer brings warmth, non-living element, greenery, and an abundance of insects, the living element. And winter produces chilly weather, the non-living element, during which time the grass and plants become brown and dormant.
Well, it's the verbal Herman monster, the word enhancer.
Temperature changes can have powerful effects on living organisms in ecosystems. It is common for some animals to react to the sudden changes in temperature by hibernating after finding a safe place to hide from predators and the harsh weather.
We're not falling, we're taking back to the days of yes, strolling. We're holding on to what's golden.
On the stage I rage and I'm rolling.
We're not falling, a shot calling. We're taking back to the days of yes, strolling.
Nature is not the only thing to cause changes to an ecosystem. Living organisms can also be responsible for changes within an environment.
For example, when beavers build a dam, they can create a body of water like a pond or lake. Also, the species that typically thrive in a pond or lake begins to grow in numbers and thrive in this newfound body of water. The physical characteristics of an environment
Non-living elements.
can also determine the suitability for life of organisms. The high craggy mountains of forest ecosystems in the northwestern United States are ideal habitats for mountain goats. whereas grassland ecosystems of the prairies are the environment of choice for pronghorn antelopes. Welcome back to
Where are we? What kind of twisted trails do we find ourselves on?
Yeah.
Here, Berkeley and I have come to a clear mountain lake, a crystal spring bursting through the ground in search of the common American mallard. I think we might be getting closer to its environment. And finally, after all that searching, we have finally found the common American mallard in this crystal clear mountain spring out in the middle of nowhere. We had to trek miles to find it, but isn't it worth all that effort, Berkeley? Oh, yeah. Watch as they swim in a family unit up and down this clear mountain spring. The fact that they have this lake all to themselves with no one else here to bother them allows them to thrive, finding all the necessary resources that the ecosystem can provide. But you never can trust these guys, especially in their natural environment. They're very protective, and they could attack anytime they see something unfamiliar, like a beautiful face like mine. As you can see, they're about to attack us. Oh, they're retreating. They feel us. They feel that we have no fear. Thank you so much for joining Berkeley and me on Berkeley and Murray's Doing Animal Stuff as we search this wonderful mountain landscape in search of the common American mallard. We were lucky today. We found one. Not only one, but we found a whole family. Thank goodness for that. See you next time on Berkeley and Murray's Doing Animal Stuff.
A shot calling, we take it back to the days of yes, yawning. We're holding on to what's golden.
Rapid changes to environment are those that happen quickly. Some examples of rapid changes include hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, volcanoes erupting, etc.
Hurricanes bring high winds and huge amounts of water. When water from the ocean crashes onto land, the living organisms that typically survive in fresh water are threatened by the sudden flood of salt-filled seawater and may not survive. Living organisms have two options to face when hit by a rapid change to their ecosystem. First, if they are capable, they can migrate to escape harmful conditions. If that is not an option for the organism, it may die. Nature often finds a balance when environments change. Some organisms may die, while others find an opportunity to survive.
Well, it's the verbal Herman monster, the word enhancer, sick of phony mobsters, controlling the dance floor. I'm in them dark places, catch you when you stark naked. Your heart races as we poke you for your chart spaces. The taunt faces be bringing these hot styles through. Some of you bum a few chicks from shock value. Word power can plow through acres of cornfields. Paragraphs cut like warm steel, perform ill.
We're not falling, we take it back to the...
Welcome back to
What other kind of strange beasts might we find? Here in our search for animal stuff, we found the rare hoof prints of the American black buck. A Hawk, just waiting for me to become his lunch. That's what I thought, Hawk. Oh goodness, there's two. Gross. Here we are, at the cave of the reclusive Burger-Morsel. Do we dare step in? It looks like an overly dangerous place. We must illuminate. We have no idea what we're gonna find in here. There could be anything. Anything at all.